Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to my favorite video I do every single month. I'm slacking because today's May 3rd, 2025, and I usually have already done this video by now. I got my cup of coffee here with a little bit more raspberry than I wanted. It's still good. I haven't mixed it. That's why it's all red. But this is the decks I got in April. So I wasn't really feeling buying any decks in April. Not really. Like, I knew there was some coming out that I was going to buy. One deck I knew was coming out I wanted to buy. The rest just kind of happened organically, and then I had one that came in from Kickstarter, which if you've been watching everybody's channel, everyone has it, so you probably know what it is. But I have 9 decks. One is an oracle, 2 oracles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tarot, and 2 playing cards, which were from a thrift store. So I didn't spend a whole lot of money in April, especially since yeah, I only spent like more than $20 on like 3 of those decks. So, and the rest were like 10 or low, and then one didn't cost me anything because I already paid for it because it was a Kickstarter. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. So this one I put in a pouch because I hate the box. It's a US Games deck. I used the crap out of it when I got it. I got it at the beginning of the month. I didn't even know this deck existed until April, and then I went in and bought it. Got it a couple days later off Amazon. It is the Cat's Eye Tarot. That's what it looks like on the box, too. The backs, these are the backs. It's got that old school, nice, soft cardstock. Bends really well. It reminds me of the Joie de Vivre. It's very thin, but it's shuffleable. It reminds me of the Joie de Vivre, and that's older US Games cardstock. But I saw this deck and I was like, oh my gosh. Now, I love my Soul Cats Tarot. I also have the Gormalkin Cat Tarot. Soul Cats is my go-to if I want a cat deck, normally. But this one was just so stinking cute. And it's like real life cats doing real life things. And I was here for it. And then my buddy, like most of my buddies that I work with on a day-to-day basis at work, are all cat fans. They all have multiple cats. And so I bought it thinking, I'm going to do readings for them. Because one of them has 3 cats. She's trying to get a 4th right now for her birthday, which is Tuesday. Because one of my other friends' cat just had 5 kittens, so my other friend is trying to get one of them, so for her birthday, from her fiance. So we'll see how that works out. But I thought this was super cute, and as soon as I saw this, I thought of her, and I'm like, oh man, she would love this. She doesn't read tarot, so I wouldn't buy it for her to use. But she does quite often ask me to do a reading for her. So this is the perfect deck for her. And I got it for that reason. And then there's so many other people I work with that are cat fans that if I were to do a reading for anybody else, I would probably pull this deck out. So I knew going in this would be a useful deck because I'm not sharing my soul cats with anybody. So that was deck 1. I got it at the beginning of the month. And I feel like it was 3 months ago. It felt like it's so far away. But it was just at the beginning of April. Then, this deck I thought was an indie deck. It may still be an indie deck. I found it on Amazon, though. It's the Audacity deck. This is an Oracle deck. This was... the Cat's Tarot was only like $15. Maybe $18. This was, I think, like $27. So this is my most expensive deck of the month. It's got a little white book, or little book with it. It's gilded in this rainbow edging. It's nice, smaller, a little bit larger than playing card size, but it shuffles amazing. And oh my god, this deck, when it says it's the Audacity, it ain't playing. The Zoom meeting. I've used this in conjunction with the Cat's Eye Tarot and then a couple other decks. And let me tell you, it bitch slapped me every time. And I'm like, okay. I love this one. And I did keep pulling the card about, let me find it. The workplace something. The Fairweather Friend. I mean, it's stunning. It's amazing. It's one of those books or decks that I have to read the book with. And when you do read it, it literally feels like you've been bitch slapped. So, don't buy this if you don't want the truth, because it'll hand it to you with a backhand. For real. And that's why I love it. The dead end job. I pulled that, I can't even tell you how many times. And it's funny because I've been talking about the saga of my job for months. How I got a promotion in March. And it's almost like now they're like, well, you're not allowed to bitch now because we pay you more. And I'm just like, no, I still feel like I'm at this dead end job that I'm going nowhere. Like, especially when there's things that happen, like I'm the team lead now of this one particular area, and none of my I pulled this one quite a bit, the Fiddle Leaf Fig, crazy interpretation in the book, the Mom Boss, and this one I burned, the Burn Bridge, I pulled that a few times. It's just a beautiful deck. Beautiful. I love the coloring in it. And it's sassy AF. That was the Audacity deck. I think it's still on Amazon. I haven't checked since I bought it. But it was, yeah, crazy. Worth every penny. Yeah, especially when stuff happens at my job that I'm just like, maybe I should have been informed of that and nobody told me. For example, if I have 3, 4, 6 people under me now. If one of them calls in, nobody's telling me. I'm just like guessing that they're not there. And I'm like, shouldn't I be told as the team lead of this whole entire area so I can, plan accordingly? Plan, this person maybe do this instead of this today. And it feels weird, and it's getting weirder. It just feels like I almost got the promotion so I wouldn't quit kind of situation. Although I am making more money, so I don't know. Anyway, moving on from, of course, the saga that is my job every single day. This one I saw on Amazon. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'm going to buy it. It was $8. And I've just been calling it the pink deck. It come in a box, tech box. Just like that. Just says tarot on it. And it also came with a bag here, which I keep that in. It's got a whole bunch of cards with it, a whole bunch of extras. The card stock is alright for an $8 deck. It's got a whole pamphlet of spreads. It's got a little white book, and then it's got like pink foil on the book. Yeah, it's got an extra card there. The cards are a little thick, but they're shuffleable. They're glossy. These are the backs. And every now and then, I don't hate RWS. But every now and then I get a wild hair at my butt. I need a new RWS deck, and I'll buy one randomly. Usually they're really cheap because I'm not spending a fortune on an RWS deck because I usually don't reach for them. And someday I'm going to do a video on the types of decks I buy that I have to have them all, but I never use them. And RWS would be a good one because I have so many decks now. I'm not reaching for a RWS deck. Usually. But I thought this one was pretty cool. It's outlined like almost like a photocopy image. What do they call that? When you take a picture and the film gets developed, the image on the film before it's developed. That's what this reminds me of. And in that aspect, it could very well be used as a spiritual mediumship deck. But I've actually been using this for other people because it was so cheap, and it's an RWS deck, but it's pretty and pink. People aren't as intimidated by it. So I've really been just using this because we have so many new employees now, and half of them the other day found out I read tarot, so they're all lining up to get readings now. And I'm like, okay, like on breaks. So I felt the need to purchase an RWS deck just for people at work, and this one's fitting the bill. I think all the spreads in here are like love spreads, so I think that's what it's supposed to be for, but I use it for whatever I want. Super cute. Super cute. RWS deck. So that was like $8 on Amazon. Next is the deck I got off Kickstarter. And I'm doing these in the order I got them in the month. It is the Folkloric Forest Tarot by Lennox Reese. It says, venture into the forest inspired by Finnish and Northern European folklore and mythology brought to life through curated antique fine art to enhance world building and elevate spreads. And while there's no spreads in the little white book that I got with it, that fits all in the box too. This is the book. Look at the gold foil. Beautiful. Look at this edging. Green and gorgeous. Look at the backs. Oh, it's some kind of linen finish, but it shuffles and it's thin. It shuffles. Freaking amazing. It's probably the best, most satisfying shuffleable deck I have right there. It's amazing. It doesn't slide all over because normally when I get a linen deck, it's slides everywhere, but this one don't. And it is so freaking beautiful. It warms my Virgo heart to no end. This is one of the ultimate Virgo decks I have in my collection. Of course, we got the snake. Everybody gotta have a snake in their decks. Why? We can do without a snake. It's so stunning. It's so beautiful. I used it a couple days, but I haven't really used it since because I had plans for other decks. I may use this more toward my birthday in September because that's what it feels like. And it is so stunning, and it smells like a fresh library book. I don't know why. It's amazing. It's beautiful, and I love it to pieces. And this Kickstarter wasn't that long, honestly. But yeah, that's the Folkloric Forest Tarot. Now I'm contemplating getting her another deck that's already out that's an indie deck that she has because of that. Anyway, next up is a deck I did not see. It came out at the beginning of the month, and I didn't see it till toward the end of the month. And the more I saw it, I mean, it was like all of a sudden it was everywhere, and everybody was showing it, and I'm like, I need this deck. I need this deck in my life. And it is the Galactic Star Tarot. This is a Hay House deck by Pamela Chen and Alexander Hanley. It is so stinking cute. Now, I have Desert Eliminations. Look at the inside of there. Gorgeous. I have the Desert Eliminations, which has alien stuff in it. But this one seems more literally on a galactic, universal scale. While Desert Eliminations is clearly here on Earth, in the deserty area, this could be any world. And that's probably why I'm drawn to it. Because as you guys know, I'm drawn to like otherworldly things, portals, stuff like that. So this was right up my alley, right at a time. And I like it's a little bit thinner than what we normally see in Hay House. It is a little bit stiff, but I'm sure that will, over time, relax. But it shuffles waterfall shuffle amazing. It's a beautiful deck. And I'm like, how have I not seen this deck? And it's right around the time I'm talking to myself about, and I'm actually also writing a fictional book about the main character figures out how to open portals, and she starts jumping worlds, and I even have a whole series planned out where each book is going to be a different world she lands on. And it's so beautiful. And I'm like, this is exactly how I see this book going. So, I was really impressed by the universe's way of saying, hey, here's a book to help you with, or a deck to help you with that book you got about to go through, or get done. And it just was, the synchronicities of it all was just crazy. But this is a gorgeous deck. I love it. 2 pieces. I haven't used it yet, but I will be using it shortly. I think this is the deck that I bought for my writing for this series of books. So I don't know that I'll be using it as a tarot per se, more of a helping me figure out what kind of world building we want to do in the other worlds when we hit those other worlds in my book. So that's exciting because, and this is really cool. And I like different. So next we have the 2 playing card decks I bought. They were $1.99 each. And this was one of the 20, I think it was $24 on Amazon decks I bought. This one is just a playing poker, playing cards. I thought it was interesting because it has, where'd it go? It has on it I thought it was on the box. Maybe it's not on the box. It's on the back of it's on the back of the cards. The back of the cards has a dream catcher. They're all, and I don't understand why they're snipped in the corner, but every card in the corner snipped. I just shuffled in a couple. But it's the regular playing cards I thought were cool. I thought it was something different. I thought they were cool playing cards. I didn't realize they were like regular poker size. But I think these come from an Indian casino, honestly. Augustine Casino, don't know where that's at, but there's a dream catcher there. So I think it's from an Indian casino, which I think is cool. Maybe they came like that cut and they couldn't use them. So somebody got rid of them and they were $1.99 at the thrift store. And I don't normally get stuff from thrift stores because I tend to pick up energies of previous owners, which I don't like. But that one was cool. So then we got from the same place, Wildflowers of Canada playing cards. These were really cute because each card has a different, there's the backs and their regular typical playing card size. Each card has a different flower on it. Looks like real photographs. And then you got the name of it down below, which I think was really, really cool. So if you're trying to learn plants even and add that into your tarot practice, this is probably a good deck to have for that. Because you can add that in and then use also the cards as tarot. So I just thought that was really cool. And I was like, for $1.99, I wish it was cheaper, but they were still unsealed. So they were brand new in the box. So nobody's touched them, unlike the other one. 2 decks left. We have the Virgo cards. I saw Robin's Reflections the other day do a video, and she had, not Aquarius, I said Aquarius the other day, it was Leo and Gemini she had. All of the images on every single one of them are the same, but they have 4 different categories. We have love, career, well-being, and family. Each card is exactly the same on the images, but then you got, are they upside down? Yes, they're upside down. Then you have on the backs, they're all color-coded for each category, and they all have different things. So if I got a Leo, which is my son, the images are all the same, but the backs are different. The messages are all different, but the images on every single zodiac sign is the same. So I keep pulling this one too, which I think is interesting, which is the cat laying on a couple books, and it says, loyal champions. You need loyal friends who know your strengths and weaknesses and who help you take advantage of the former and compensate for the latter. As a united team, you can achieve heights that would have been impossible on your own. Even just sharing the risk will make you feel much safer. And I thought that was beautiful. I keep pulling it. So yeah, these are really cool. They're a little bitty rock pool, I think. I want to say, let me see. I don't think it's rock pool. Hold on. And it kind of magnetic closure, so it'll just, you throw it in your bag and you're good. Red Wheel, sorry. Red Wheel has this whole series out. I have Earth, Air, Fire, Water, little bitty cards are like this big, like a square here. that are rock pool. So, last deck, it's the one deck I knew I was getting in the month of April. It is the Tempest Tarot. This is by, oh my god, US Games. Hold on. Okay, so this deck, I've been hemming and hawing about getting, since it was an indie deck, it's now mass market. Came out April 28th. It's been available, and I like this tuck box. It's a nice, silky, thick tuck box. That's the Seven of Cups on the front there. Got a little white book, really cool. I've been wanting this deck for so long, and I keep, then I found out it was going mass market. I'm like, well, I'll just wait for the mass market version. It's got this silky, soft cardstock, so it's like the Spirit Song Tarot, that softness. Okay, it's upside down. And there's just that's a 10 of Pentacles. I have mixed feelings about this deck at this moment. Why are they all turned around? I love this Lover's card. It's very calming to me. If I use it, it's very calming. But those same people, oh my gosh, what is happening? The same people at work that wanted me to do readings for them, oh my god, it's all jacked up. It was hard hitting, and I'm like, okay, this is creepy. And then they were like, whoa, like, you're on to something, you know what I mean? So I just thought I have mixed feelings, because it's very calming to me, but to other people, it'll bite you. Which I found is interesting, because I've never had a deck do different moods for different people. Let me know in the comments below if you've experienced that. Different moods for different people. And that could be why it's the Tempest Tarot. But I just thought it was fascinating that when I read with it, it's very soft, very gentle, very calm waters. But then when I've read for a couple people, 3 people now I've read for with this deck, it was just like, it sunk its teeth in. So I just found that interesting. Oh my gosh. I must have shuffled it a bunch in here. And the reason why I hemmed and hawed when it was indie, I think it's still indie, was that it's a pip deck, clearly. And I'm like, I don't want to pay all that for a pip deck. And then when I found out it was going mass market, I'm like, well, that's worth it. I paid more for a mass market deck. So, man, look at this death card. Gorgeous. The whole deck is just stunning and beautiful. And I love it. Love it to pieces. Look at this full. Like, it's gorgeous. Like, the coloring is just very peaceful, very calming, even though that looked like he's heading into a giant wave there. And the only other deck that I have that feels like a watery deck, because clearly this is a watery deck, I love this page too, is my Gaian Tarot. And I was like, nothing can replace that. It's not replacing it, but it's adding to the nuance of what I feel in the Gaian Tarot. And I found that very special, because I very rarely have decks that feel so calm to me. And I don't know if it's because it's a partial pip deck or a pip deck that it feels so calm. Because I know I have a lot of pip decks. And sometimes they're very hard hitting in between, like, their partial pip decks. And in between those partials, there's harshness. And sometimes you just need the pips to offset the harshness. But yeah, look at this Four of Wands, beautiful. I love lighthouses too. This deck is so stunning, so beautiful. I did get it a couple weeks before it actually came out, because US Games had it available and I bought it, whereas Amazon still had it on pre-order until April 28th. So I was like, I can't wait. I love the Sun card too. Love any lighthouse. I went and bought it on US Games. Took me a few days to get it, but worth it, because I got it before the release date. Love this High Priestess. And then the Judgment card. That's my card of the year. There's no E. I don't know if that's driving me crazy or not. Again, comment below. Do you see Judgment with an E, M-E-N-T, or without? Because, this one, I have a couple decks that doesn't have the E in it, but this one stands out to me, and I'm like, why? It hurts my brain. It's just stunning, though. Stunning. And the card's so soft. So very typical U.S. games. And then this morning I'm watching somebody, look at that, I love this hermit, watching somebody, and they were talking about all the mass market decks coming out in May, and I'm like, oh my god, because there's so many that coming out that were indie. There's the indie decks, man, are all the indie decks that go in mass market. It's crazy. And then there's a deck that I've never bought coming out in a mini, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to buy it now in a mini. Yeah, there's just so many decks I want now for May. So we'll see how that goes for me. My son's about to graduate high school, so I'm trying to hold out on buying things for myself. Anyway, that's what I got. Look at that moon. I'm almost through the whole deck. Hold on, let's finish it. So beautiful. So beautiful. Ten of Swords. King of Swords. So stunning. So stunning. So that's the decks I got in April. That was the Tempest Tarot. And then we got the, yeah. If you guys have any and I think that was like 24 bucks too. So that, the Galactic Star, and the Audacity deck were the 3 most expensive decks I had this month, or in April. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good afternoon.